Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those that are new, my name is Nelly. Today we're going to dive on into a topic where many of us have faced at some point. Have you been in a relationship whereby you think everything is going on well, but suddenly you're being ghosted and you don't know why? This can happen in a relationship or maybe even friends. Friends can ghost you with no reason. So we're going to be discussing on how to handle a situation when somebody comes back to apologize after they've ghosted you. We're also going to touch on broken men and why do they also do this. So let's explore how to navigate these emotional challenges with clarity and wisdom. So why do people do this really? When a person just cuts you off without giving you a reason, then you're being ghosted. This can happen even on social media, where 1 minute you're talking to this person and suddenly you're just being blocked and you don't know the reason. Or maybe they don't even answer your calls whenever you just call them to try and find out what is the reason why we're not communicating. And people do that really because they feel like they don't owe you anything. They don't need to explain anything to you. It's a harsh reality, but it's real. People do that. For that person that is ghosted may lead to a significant feeling of shame or even feel rejected. And they'll ask themselves, what did I do? And yet it's not you. Remember, it says more about the ghosted than the ghosted. So can you really trust that person? I don't think so. And when they do come back, you feel anger because you've tried your best to find out what is the situation here. Where is this relationship going? If it is a friendship, are we still friends or we're not friends anymore? You've put in so much effort in this relationship and you thought everything was going well and suddenly someone just disappears on you. You know, I have a neighbor who was taking care of her boyfriend and this boyfriend wasn't working. She would share her salary with this man. Gave him money to go and start up something small so that he can feel like, you know, at least he's doing something. And when everything was going well, guess what? He disappeared. He wasn't returning her calls. He was just silent. But you could see everything that he was doing on social media because he was posting. And when someone does that to you, really, they're letting you know that they're just carrying on with their lives without you. And it was really hurting for her because she invested so much on this relationship with the hope that one day they'll be husband and wife. So she decided to move on, even though it was hurting, but she moved on. And guess what? A few years down the line, it turns out that he invested some money on some company and he was duped. And who did he remember when that happened? The very same moment. So sometimes when you do things to people, you must remember that that is going to hit you and it's going to hit you hard. Sometimes God will align you with someone because your destinies are aligned. It's because that person that is brought into your life was brought for a reason. There are people that you notice that come into your life and suddenly your things are opening up. And when you decide to move away from those people, this is when everything crumbles down. That is why it's important to be careful who you bring into your space, even when it comes to a business partner. God can bring you someone into your life and your business will strive. But the minute you start deciding that you're going to go separate ways, one of you is going to fall because you are meant to be partners, just like in relationships. There's some people that come into your life and your life will progress. And there's some people that also come into your life and you start losing things. When a person goes to you, really, it will affect you emotionally. Some men will just decide to ghost you because they can't deal with their own traumas from their own past. And they feel like maybe they just need to step back and ghost you without realizing that that is also going to affect you emotionally, where you have to go through that process as well of asking yourself, what did I do wrong? Sometimes you need to allow yourself to go through that process in order for you to heal. When someone is ghosted to you really and they don't want to communicate with you, the best thing is to let it slide. And you go through that healing process for your own sake. Don't start blaming yourself for somebody's problem. You're the one that's ghosted. You're not the ghoster. So ladies, sometimes it's very important to choose healthy men. What I mean is men that don't have issues, because sometimes We women, at least we talk about it, and they don't. And they don't even want to seek help at times because they feel like they can handle it on their own. And at the end of the day, it affects you. Let's be honest, people have got issues, and we've all got issues, but we've got our ways of handling those issues. If he feels he can't handle those issues, his only solution is to ghost you, then really you should not be around a person that does that because they're not worth to be trusted at the end of the day. They feel like they can just ghost you and come back and apologize. Whatever he says to you doesn't match his behavior, and that is a sign of a red flag. And this will happen again and again, even though he'll give you that assurance, but you don't feel it. You don't know where a relationship is going because the user will confuse you. His past will make you ghost you for no reason because he doesn't see there's an issue with that. He may not be deliberately hurting you because he doesn't see that he's hurting you. That's why you cannot fix a broken man. No matter how much you love him, let them fix themselves. Because if he is broken and he comes and have a relationship with you, that relationship will have issues. You spend your whole lifetime fixing one and the same thing until you realize that himself. One minute he tells you the things you want to hear, and the next minute he tells you he needs a space. You can't carry on in a relationship with such a person. Don't let that broken man build up his confidence so that he can go and pursue another woman. Because he's building that confidence from you. Because you keep allowing him to come back when he disappears. Eventually he'll be okay with that. Then he leaves. You might have seen this while you were dating and you thought maybe when you're married things are going to change. Marriage will not change a broken man. He has to make that decision to change. It's important to set those boundaries so that you know in order to protect yourself from further harm. If he tells you that let's take it slow, we're moving too fast, then believe him. Because when he tells you let's take it slow, it means that he's not even ready to commit to something serious. So do you want to stay in a relationship whereby someone is taking slow when you are ready to settle down? Because we don't listen. Someone will tell you in the beginning, I'm going to take it slow. I think we should take it slow. Let's see where this thing is going. And yet your intentions are different. You don't want to be with someone who wants a ride and nothing more than friends with benefits. And yet you think it's a serious relationship. There are early signs that you might notice that this person might ghost you. Things like not sharing personal information with one another. They bail out every time you make plans to go out. Or even just conversations. They seem like they're not interested. This is when you have to make that decision. Ask yourself these questions when he's apologizing. Is that a genuine apology? Or maybe you don't feel it. Because sometimes a person will apologize and you clearly don't feel it. And yet you still take them back because of the amount of years you've been together. So don't bring in people that are toxic, that you clearly know that if you bring them into your space, it's going to end up being a toxic relationship. Because when a person goes to, they can do it again. You have the power to choose what's best for your well-being. And it's also best to trust your instincts because your instincts will always be right. Remember, your worth is not determined by how people treat you. You deserve their love and respect. So thank you for watching. Please share your experiences and comment below. See you on the next video.